Mask schmask. That's it. Mask schmask. You peed in your last old man's kitchen. Nickman?
It's Hank. They called me because apparently I'm your emergency contact person.
I wanted someone who had nothing to gain from my demise.
Good, I'm glad you're awake. Mr. Gribble, 22 years of breathing in toxins have eroded your sinuses and coated your lungs with a substance I can't quite identify.
I would like that substance back. It belongs to me.
Look, Dale, the doctor thinks you should quit exterminating. Your body can't handle any more poisons.
Can't do?
If you don't quit, you won't live to 50. Of course, I'm rounding that number up.
Well, that was a waste of time. Don't tell Nancy what he said. She'd want to listen to this clown.
I already called her. She had to stop at home to get your real ID.
That was a bad move, Hank. She's here too? That's it. Hank, you are hereby relieved of your duties as my emergency person. Peggy, you're in.
You will not regret it.
Nancy, did you borrow my rat urine detector?
I donated it to charity. You're too sick to exterminate, Shug.
I'll tell you what I told that doctor. I'm not quitting, you incompetent quack. I love exterminating.
Or you love me.
No. Pretty close, though.
Dale, you have a family who needs you.
And I need to work to support them.
I support us.
But I contribute.
You pay the cable bill. Come on, Shug. If not for me, then for Joseph. What about your dream to see your son take his son to Roswell?
That rang true. Well, if you need me, I'll be 8 feet under in my metaphorical grave. The basement. Damn, I was good.
Dad, I just came down to borrow some roaches for my science project.
Roaches have been on this earth for 500 million years. You've been here, what, 13? You're in over your head. What species are these?
Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
Well done. All right, here's what we'll do for your science project. We will breed servant roaches. As long as we ensure that I am the first thing the roaches see when they are born, they will think I am their mother and will therefore obey my every command. My every command.
Think we can train them to crawl through a maze?
Oh, we'll train them to do worse things than that, Joseph.
Jungle Dudes.
Did it occur to either of you to set the table for dinner?
I guess we were distracted by our afternoon of monitoring roach excretion.
That's how you spend your days. Who ate all the chopped meat? That was dinner.
The roaches.
Excretion doesn't come from nowhere.
Just who I saw to make love on. Richest and
No, you didn't. You know, Dale, we're all out here to unwind from the workday. But the past few days, you've sort of just been loitering.
I'm more treasures than any of you. You ever tried replacing a cockroach's blood with root beer?
You know I haven't.
Then don't judge me.
All Dale does is eat, lick bugs, and make friends. You know you call my office check my mom this pharmacy.
With your book.
Tired of getting rocked for out business from the receptionist. Husband called, waiting for set.
unexpected Mother's Day gift from you roaches. Word to the wise, something you make yourself means even more.
Hey, Dale, how are things with Nancy? You know, you used to brag about, stuff.
I didn't mean to brag. It's just that we were having spectacular sex.
Yeah, but, not so much lately, huh?
Maybe it's something I ate. What's the opposite of oysters? Apples?
Look, maybe it has something to do with you being out of work. I mean, you want to sleep with the bum?
No.
That's right. See, there's nothing sexier than a man with a 9-to-5 job, which is why I lined up a new job for you. Remember my cousin Rita?
The one with the underbite?
Yeah. Well, she just quit her job at that adhesives company, and she's putting in a good word for you to replace her.
Well, I hope she puts it in writing because you can barely understand her when she talks.
Oh, my man looks so handsome.
I know. And I type 30 words per minute. Can we make out?
Well, look at you in your suit.
It's Joseph's. You didn't have to drive me to work. I wasn't going to play hooky on my first day.
That's not what you told Bobby.
Your boy's a liar and a blabbermouth.
And Dale, remember, everyone likes a hard worker.
Of course they do. They do all the work for them.
Mr. Gribble, you're a minute late.
Nuh-uh, my watch says 9:01. Oh, do you start at 9?
We're a team at Stick Tech, and a team is only as strong as its weakest player. That's you. Oh, we don't smoke here at Stick Tech.
I understand. You have to tell everyone that.
We don't allow sunglasses at Stick Tech, unless you can prove that you're blind. Oh, certainly no caps, except yarmulkes under 8 inches in diameter.
The cap stays.
Oh, not at Stick Tech. Oh, you're bald. And not in an attractive way, like Sean Connery. Oh, well, rules are rules. Here's your cubicle. This is where you sit and work. Welcome to Stick Tech. A little working man's up early today.
They made me join a carnival, but it leaves early because of all the stops.
Well, maybe they can pick you up last.
I tried that. Rodriguez is last. Always has been.
Dale, I know you're used to being your own boss, but you've got to learn how to work with humans.
Humans. They won't even let me eat lunch till 1 o'clock. You know I like 9 small meals throughout the day. Not ready!
I'll check this out. What's going on? I heard from that guy in accounts payable, the one with the vintage glasses, that they were at Bennigan's sharing mozzarella sticks.
Enjoy the end of the Today Show, Rodriguez.
As much as the beginning of Rita's. Hey, that's your friend, Linda.
Invoice 1347/2, amount $3.88, check number 8429 cleared. Invoice number 1347/3, amount $17.47, check number 35240 cleared. Invoice 1347/4, amount $6.92.
Mr. Gribble, what did I tell you?
No hats of any kind at Stick Tech.
Thank you. One more slip-up and you lose your privileges to Chris Casual on Casual Fridays. Are we clear?
Clear. Can I go to lunch now?
Oh, I moved your lunch to 4. I need you to fill in for the receptionist. She's eating lunch.
I don't know if I can wait for Dale any longer. I'm getting awfully chilly.
Up yours, Rodriguez.
Hey, Dale, what's new in the world of adhesive?
Well, we were each introduced in Tech brand stick-it pads.
This is great. We're getting the inside scoop here, fellas.
I should tell you about Special Project F, adhesive strips for envelopes that come in all different flavors. Mango, peach, lime, cherry, and maybe pina colada.
Speaking purely as a consumer, I can't wait for that product to hit the stores. How about you, Boomhauer? Ain't huh? What? Yeah, yeah, man, you know.
Dad, since you're spending so much time at work, we better leave the roach tank in your office. That way you'll still be the first thing they see when they hatch, and they'll
Up yours, Joseph.
Dale.
I'm sorry, son. That's the coffee talking, and the fluorescent lighting, and the excruciating headache.
Make some time for the roaches, Shug.
We'd all love to make time for roaches, but in the real world, people have to spend all night reconciling invoices, or Miss Pippin won't let them wear chinos and a knit shirt next Friday.
Dale, what are you doing to the Bugabego?
My turn to drive the carpool, and the underground garage clearance is only 7 feet.
Why don't you just take off her antennas?
Why don't you just take off Bobby's head?
I can't fire Bert. He and I started at Stick Tech at the same time, 19 years ago.
Well, I can't fire him. We were married briefly in the 80s. Part of me still loves him.
Wine. When I was an exterminator, I killed living innocents. What's the big whoop about firing someone?
Mr. Gribble, you don't know Bert Halverson, do you?
Met him once. Didn't care for him much.
Well, since you're about the only one here who has no personal attachment to Bert, maybe you could do me a favor.
Fire him, throw in a container of milk, and we have ourselves a deal. Good-looking kids for two ugly people.
Oh, I was expecting Miss Pittman. Amy.
Yeah, she asked me to talk to you instead.
Aren't you the receptionist?
When Judy eats lunch, but that's not important. What is important is that you've got 30 seconds to tell me why you should keep your job.
Well,
Yeah, that's not going to fly. Sorry, Halverstrom, you're fired.
Oh, Bert, I just heard. I'm so sorry. That's very decisive. Listen, there's someone else I need to fire. This person I hate so much I can't even look at him.
You know the price. It's all over, Gladstone.
Excuse me.
Pack your stuff, get out by the end of the day. I can see why you're
Well, what about my health insurance? Miss Pittman?
I fought for you, Sal. Honestly.
Anyone else? I'm still thirsty.
Mr. Gribble, how would you like to make this your permanent job?
Firing Gladstone? Sure. Gladstone!
No. Look, nobody knows this, but Dallas is downsizing the flavored adhesive division. Pina colada was killing lab monkeys left and right.
What a day. Carpool had to stop at the store. Rodriguez needed a comb. Oh yeah, they made me assistant vice president of human resources.
My husband is an assistant vice president? I am so proud of you.
What you doing?
I heard Mitch got 86 too.
Yeah, that's his own damn birthday party. Gribble walked in, blew out the candles, told him to leave the cake and get out.
All of these plants are real and give off oxygen, which I use throughout the day.
By my count, that's 6 outlets, Dale. All of them grounded.
Here's a photo of me for your new big fancy desk. We could move it if we ever wanted to.
Have sex on the desk? Sure. We can even move the roaches. I'll just have to find a new place to keep my keys to the executive washroom. Who has to make?
Well, I could go.
You're not an executive. Hold it until we get to the restaurant. Oh, how could I have forgotten? Lewis, could you come in here for a sec?
Yes.
Lewis, now you've been with Stick Tech for how long?
It'll be 14 years.
No, it won't. You're fired.
Fired, but
Yeah. Listen, I'm hungry, she has to pee, and he has to get back to work or he'll end up in the same boat as you.
I've got 4 children.
I had someone earlier today with 8. Heck, I once killed a beetle with 30 million in her egg sac. Well, who wants to take?
Guy fired today. The way he was crying. I just can't get that image out of my head.
Then let me replace it with this image. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
Sorry, Shug. I just don't feel like it.
Maybe this'll help. Rodriguez, if you ever want your kids to see you lose another sack race at the company picnic, I suggest you get your butt in the back seat.
Excuse me.
Thought so. Carl, as a janitor, what would you do with unlimited free time and no income?
Shug?
Busy, Nancy. Joseph, also busy.
Dad, my science project's due tomorrow. I need my roaches. They should have hatched by now.
They're in the bottom drawer of my desk next to Carl's severance check. Now, if you'll excuse us.
If it's the case, we gotta find them.
You people with your roaches. I'm trying to find a competent roach companion.
But Dad,
You keep this stuff to Joseph. You're fired from this family.
Dale?
Yes, Blondie. Carl, I'm off to round up some roaches. Any one of which would have made a better janitor than you. People, we have a small insect situation. Please remain... Veronica, you're fired. Calm and enjoy your lunch. Line up single file and get back in the tent. They're not recognizing me as the maternal influence. The project has gone horribly awry. Quick, Joseph, get me some real poison. Dad, you're not supposed to inhale any more poison. Damn it, why are there so many ways to kill people? No different way to kill fun. The roaches are dead. Please return to your lunch. Enjoy.
Wow, killed them all. And you didn't even use poison.
Yeah, I did. And I didn't, did I? I don't need that toxic crutch. All I need is Dale Gribble, the exterminator. Pippin, firing people can give you a pretty good buzz, but it's a poor substitute for killing. I realize that now.
Dale, please. You are the best human resources manager Stick Tech ever had. And I'm going all the way back to when we were Stick Co.
Sorry, Miss Pittman. I've got some love to give. And some love to take. suit back.
Boy, those pictures from our trip to the new hardware store sure came out great.
Okay, keep flipping. I finished after all with some pictures of my new boyfriend, Zach.
I'm Zach. Thank you for choosing PhotoFast.
Huh. So we can't blame the red eyes on the flash. What do we owe you?
$12.50.
No. Let me get it. Since Zach and I are dating, I get his employee discount. Oh, how much do I owe you?
$12.50. No hard feelings, but it's over, Linda.
Linda? That's not how my name is pronounced.
Oh, Luann. Honey, he just broke up with you.
Oh God, no!
Oh, honey, please don't feel bad. It makes your uncle uncomfortable.
See, if Zach had told me he was going to act like such a butt, I would have never slept with him.
You what? Oh, no. So that means you're not...
Hank, I quit being a virgin the first time I had sex.
Nobody likes a quitter, Luann.
Zach liked me, and so did Buckley and Rad's ex-best friend. I think they liked me.
You know, Luann, there's someone who'll love you more if you don't put out. Why don't we swing by his bachelor pad?
Well, you were right. She has sinned. But if young people like Luann didn't sin, I'd be out of a job. Seriously, Luann, there is a way to restore your purity.
She's listening.
She can become a born-again virgin.
How do you pull that one off?
It's a religious ceremony we perform. All you have to do is promise not to have sex again until you're married and log 14 hours in our youth abstinence outreach program. So, Luann, are you interested?
I'm willing to try anything, but...
Mr. and Mrs. Hill, are you willing to be Luann's virginity sponsors?
Sponsor? You mean like what the drunks have?
Mr. Hill, a celibacy sponsor is like an offensive lineman for the virgin quarterback. The other team is going to be coming on strong. So Luann needs you to get out there and black. Yeah.
Well, it's not impossible, but if you got me, I'll do it.
Okay, people, who's ready to engage in a frank and open discussion on fornication?
May I remind you that there is a poster of Jesus behind that ping pong table?
Oh, of course, thanks, Hank. There will be ping pong and pasta salad after we finish. Now, let's break into male and female discussion groups and share our detailed sexual histories.
We're going to kick things off today by testifying to the number of sexual partners each of us has had. 4. So close to 5. Anyway, Hank?
No thank you. I'm just here as a sponsor.
Yes, and as a role model for our emerging virgins, your insensitive deliverance has been going all the way. Going all the way.
Well, okay, I had my share of girlfriends, but Coach always told me to save it for football, which I did. And then I met Peggy Platter. Well, things got kind of heavy, but she insisted we wait until our wedding night, and I thank her every day for that. So, the answer is 1. Next.
I had just one, but we weren't married. I hate myself.
whoa, gee, no, sir. No, sir. I wasn't at a massage parlor. I was at an arts and craft fair. I took my shirt off. Stupid rat. Then she put me face down in this padded, I don't know, like a sex chair, and started rubbing my shoulders, and then she brushed against me, and she smelled so good. I felt this. And then I said my pants.
Oh, that's not losing your virginity. All you lost was those pants.
I mostly work for propane. Why don't I just go do that?
18 and 19. Well, when you say it, it doesn't sound like much, but when you're sitting there with 19 Hershey's Kisses in front of you, that's a lot of chocolate. Barbara? 6. Very good. I'm the youngest one here. I can't tell them I've had sex with 4 men. They'll think I'm a slut. It does not matter what they think. You have a forgiving God and a tough but fair aunt. Luann? 4. 4? Peggy?
1. My husband.
Well, good for you. Ladies, it's a model for us all.
Oh, no, please, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. You are an inspiration, a holy beacon. We may not all be able to match your rectitude, but God has truly prepared a special place for you.
2.
Fuck.
I'm sorry?
I would like one more chocolate, please.
Are you hungry, hon?
No. I slept with another man before I married him. People always thought we were going steady, but there never been anything romantic between us until one day we were at Pier 1. He sat me down in a little chair and took my hand, a beautiful hand, and he said to me, "Peggy, I think I might be gay." Well, this was back when being gay in Texas was not as fun as it is today. We decided that the only way to know for sure was to test him with Peggy Platter. So we went back to Wayne's house, gently pushed aside his decorative throw pillows, and then, oh yeah. Did you think that? Oh no, he was not. Just gay. Very, very gay.
Are you ladies decent? Think you guys got chocolate? Boy, am I jealous.
Welcome, virgins,
Spamming this shit.
soon-to-be virgins, sponsors, and fans of premarital abstinence. Will the sponsors of Luann Platter please step forward? Luann, before God and man, your next breath will be as if it were your first.
I'm a virgin!
What's up? No place to be?
She is no longer interested in catching what you're throwing, mister. Okay, everyone who hasn't had premarital sex gets ice cream.
The only good thing there is to get their basic hamburgers, not anything they try to do.
So terrible. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat. I have already lost a pound. Wonderful show. I agree. Normally I would say so with a lot more enthusiasm, but I am under a lot of stress. I need to talk to you and your peer group about your virginity. I am not having sex until at least my sophomore year at Harvard. You heard her. Not until our sophomore year at Harvard. Your virginity is in danger now. You need to sign this abstinence pledge card before you discover
this pledge, you get a 10% discount on CDs, movies, bowling, and video games. And a free MP3 player if you sign up to an investment.
We sure got lucky. When we were 18, we were already married. If we'd had to wait any longer, who knows what kind of trouble we would have gotten into. With each other, of course. We thank God for my free weights and your strong moral fiber.
My virtue is not the issue, Hank. This is about Luann.
Well, that's what scares me. She's got nowhere near your upbringing or self-control. I'll be damned if I'm going to raise her, baby. We've got to find her a good boy with strong values. Hey, I know a guy.
Yeah.
That's quite a hook you got there, Rhett.
I spent a lot of time bowling. Can't imagine a bigger rush than picking up a spare.
Ain't that so? Rhett, this is my niece, Luann. She loves bowling and self-control.
Hi.
I'm Rhett.
I saw you at the Virgin thing.
I got kicked out for already being one. You want to bowl? It's totally not a sin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. TV and movies might make premarital sex look good, but it's dangerous. It's caused broken homes, broken hearts, depression.
Valentine? Who wants to play miniature golf Friday night? $2 off.
Sorry, but that's the night of the abstinence dance. I promised Luann I'd help her and Rhett chaperone. You know, make sure the kids have a good time, but not a great one.
Well, you go to your prissy little dance. Me and the boys are going to the putt-putt range. My sources tell me that bully no longer works there.
I feel so safe with you, Rhett. With Rad, my last committed on-again, off-again relationship. Everything we did always seemed to lead to sex.
God, Luann. Sounds terrible.
It was. Did you know that the changing table at Whataburger is strong enough to hold up one person but not two?
I thought people only had sex in bed. Yeah, that could work, right? Or is there enough room to lie in?
Oh, real virgins are so cute.
You marry me?
Well, look at Bobby. I think he has finally found his.
Oh my God! Aunt Peggy, Red asked me to marry him and I said yes!
Luann, you barely know this guy.
No, but we have so much in common. In fact, that's how we met.
Yes, I know. I introduced you 2 days ago.
And each day has been better than the one before.
May I give you a little idea of your wedding? Does anyone object? Yes, I do. And who are you? Peggy Hill.
Do you want me to get married?
Of course I do, honey. But not to Red. When we meet the right guy for you, we'll know.
I may be a virgin, but I have been around the block a few times. And I know when someone's talking down at me.
I am just trying to protect you from your feelings, thoughts, and instincts.
I know that this is difficult for you, Aunt Peggy, but you should be proud of me. I I'm going to be the first platter woman to walk down the aisle of Virgin.
You watch it, young lady. Your aunt and I never...
Didn't know before she met you with Wade Trotter.
Peggy.
Well, it's true. He's gay now. If that makes you feel any better. No, of course it doesn't. Well, I feel like a huge weight has been lifted. Don't you, Hank?
You're the one who was always saying we should wait. Well, it's easy to wait on dinner when you've already had a little snack, isn't it, Peggy?
I was wrong, and I did not want to make the same mistake twice.
Well, which mistake is that? Sleeping with him, not sleeping with me, or lying about it for 20 years? I want to be mad at you for the right reason.
Well, you never told me about all your wild escapades when you worked at Jean's West.
I told you about the time I put on the gigantic pair of khakis and pretended I was tiny. I was very upfront about it.
I cannot change the past. I can only try to convince you that you are overreacting to it. Right now, we have to stop Luann before she ruins her life.
I'm going to Luann. I think it's best if you stay here and think about what you did, what I didn't get to do.
Oh, what have very well Hennessy is not all things
Yes, yes, that is the dress. Sweet merciful Jesus, that is the dress.
The guy at the rental place said that most of the girls who have worn this dress are still married. I was going to ask Aunt Peggy to sing the I Believe I Can Fly song at the wedding, but now I'm not so sure.
Tell you what, if you want, I can take her off the guest list. Bill's been pushing for an invite.
Luann, as your guardian, I cannot let you do this.
Save your breath, Aunt Peggy. Nothing you can say can stop me from becoming Mrs. Red Platter. Yes, I am keeping my last name. See, I was afraid I wouldn't like your last name.
It's Vandergraaf.
Oh, I love it! I'm going to be Mrs. Red Vandergraaf. I'm going to be Mrs. Red Vandergraaf.
The Vandergraafs.
Hike, she did not know his last name.
Well, at least he told her his last name before they got married. He didn't spring it on her 20 years later.
Hike, will you stop this? What is it you want from me? An apology? Fine. I am sorry. Very, very sorry. I have made a horrible mistake, and I have paid the price. How much longer are you going to punish me?
If you'll excuse me, I've got to go tell Boomhauer we'll need his limo for the wedding this weekend. Strickland propane tastes a bit... hello?
Hi. I just saw the Virgin Luann climbing out her window. Her bedroom window.
Oh, God. Hey! Cut it out! Knock it off! Right now! What do you think you're doing? What are you doing?
We didn't do anything.
I'm so sorry, Michelle. I've waited 22 years. I couldn't wait another week.
You're 22?
All right, that's it. The wedding is tomorrow.
Listen to me, Luann. Getting married just so you can sleep together is a big mistake. If I had married the first person I slept with, I would have married Wayne Trotter. I never would have gone sock skating with Hank on the linoleum of our first studio apartment. I would have missed the way he tosses and turns the night before Flag Day. The pride I felt the first time he used one of my shirts as a rag. If I had done what you're thinking of doing, Luann, I never would have met the love of my life. Come on, Hank.
Peggy, you coming to the wedding or not? The only reason I ask is I need to know how many burgers to defrost. Come on. Where is everyone? I reserved 2 picnic tables. And where's Red?
I can't believe it. Aunt Peggy was right. We were just getting married so we could fornicate without you and God getting mad at us. But you and Aunt Peggy are the ones who should be fornicating.
What if Reverend Stroop heard you talking like that?
Reverend Stoop thinks so too.
Chap, chap, Hank, let's go. I'm getting cold in here.
Hank, I'm a virgin.
Oh, Peggy, come on. This reborn virgin stuff is a bunch of nonsense. Sorry, Reverend, but a few churchy words and a dunk in the lake doesn't change. Peggy, I can see your whatnots.
Let's start over again, Hank. This time, no secrets.
As soon as we get you into my truck and over there behind those trees, I want you out of this robe so you don't catch a cold.
I think someone's going to lose her virginity. Not me. No. Aunt Peggy.
Bobby! Bobby?
Shh! Bobby is in what I hope is not his deathbed.
More juice, crazy or strong?
Roger that.
Hey, son, are you sick?
Don't kiss me, Dad. I could be contagious.
Looks normal.
Put that on my headstone, will ya?
It frightens me to think that we raised Bobby for 12 years without the internet. Parents without the internet should have their children taken away.
What's it say?
He has cedar fever or a sinus infection. Or he may be allergic to something else. I do not know. We have to take him to the doctor.
How do you know it isn't just a runny nose? His temperature's normal. You know, when I was his age, I painted the living room with a separated shoulder.
Well, I am searching the web as fast as I can. Apparently, there is a local rock band named Cedar Fever, and it's complicating my research.
Drinking propane tastes to me, not the...
Okay, there's no time for that. Hank, I'm over at the doctor's office with Bobby. There is something you will want to know right away.
Is something wrong with
Get over here.
Bobby, thank God. What happened?
They were breaking my back with kids.
Oh, you were getting an allergy test. Hey, still want that Merlin tattoo?
It's not good. It's about Bobby.
Bobby's having an allergic reaction to Dan. Your wife tells me you have a dog. Whoa. Slow down there, Charlie. What does the dog have to do with anything? Bobby's allergic to the dog. But he said dander. How do you know that Peggy doesn't have dander? Well, you're in that school with kids from all over. She got lice once.
The test was specifically for dog dander. And he just came home from Mexico with a bookworm.
Allergies can come and go suddenly and mysteriously. Originating with them. You can try baby labor 3 times a week and back in here. Well, I already do that.
That dog is going out of the house. Look, if you want a dog inside, it says right here that there are several hypoallergenic breeds of dogs, such as poodles or hairless.
A poodle? Why not go all the way and just get me a cat and a sex change outside? Can't we just give Bobby something? You could give him that shot. Bobby, well, we had enough trouble with the pinpricks. There are pills, but they don't often work, and their side effects include drowsiness, rectal bleeding. And most people find it much simpler just to get rid of the dog. We'll try the pills.
You just say the word and Lady Bird will die a mysterious death. I know several voices that needing taste dogs' blood.
You know, I can speak to Lady Bird. She sniffed me once, but did not look displeased.
Thanks, Bill, but Lady Bird deserves better than that.
Oh, I know. When I was growing up, we had a dog that we kept outside in its own little house.
Hank doesn't want your old dog.
No, Bill's right. I could build Lady Bird a doghouse. I was going to build her one when she was a puppy, but then Bobby came along and I got sidetracked making a crib. Maybe this is the second chance I've been waiting for. Now, if you have any suggestions for improvements, make them now, before I file the permit.
It looks too small.
It's a model, Dale.
In that case, it's just right.
Hank, Bobby's only breathing through his mouth. I'm afraid to bring him lunch.
Give Bobby some more pills. I still have to put in the baseboards and bolt the walls to the foundation.
Well, gee, Hank, I would love to give our son another handful of pills, but he's been asleep for 18 hours.
Look, I'm as concerned as you are, Peggy, but I...
The floor is warm.
That's the radiant subfloor heating. You know, 80% of a dog's heat loss is through its pad. Okay, that figure came from the radiant floor heating, so it may be a little high.
What the fuck?
Barkingham Palace today, we will always leave a doggy door open into our hearts, and we hope 13 years. Okay, Luann, the champagne.
Push her in. We all came to see the opening of a doghouse.
This can't be easy. She slept at the foot of our bed for 13 years. Don't blame Lady Bird, blame me.
Well, of course I blame you.
I made the architect's first mistake. I designed it for me, not the client. I can do this fast, I promise. Okay, grand reopening in 36 hours. This time, no gifts. Bill, not today. Abort. I've got the back scratcher close to the food dispenser in case Lady Bird wants to scratch and eat at the same time.
Hank, I can give her a good home.
Lady Bird won't go in her doghouse. Her doghouse is already better than your house.
Maybe instead of 3, you could take 6 or 7.
Whatever. You're not doing much for the dog. dog hair, but watch this.
Bobby, that cannot be good for you. Hank, it is only fair to warn you that tomorrow I am shaving the dog.
She's going out in the morning. Just give her one last night. You know, the allergies won't clear up right away. Ladybird's dander's all over the house. We're going to have to steam clean the furniture, probably replace the carpets. We'll have to wash or dry clean all of her clothes and vacuum all over. No, Ladybird hasn't gone in the doghouse, so there's no dander in there. And the air filter would work better in a small room. And for less than the cost of cleaning the house, we could pay to have a second TV set hooked up to the cable.
Hank, the dog is not getting a television.
No, Peggy, don't be silly. What I was thinking was, Bobby could live in the doghouse. Yeah, that'll work. Bobby's only 13. He's young. It'll be fun for him. But Ladybird's 13. She doesn't have much time left, and she's set in her ways. Yep, that works all right. Ladybird, Daddy's got your din-din. You'll be like Tom Sawyer, Bobby, but instead of a raft, you'll have a doghouse.
Okay, Bobby, you've indulged your father long enough. Now get in. He's not getting out. He must be stuck. Hey,
I'll take it.
I do not know what your father told you, but he has to move up there whether you move in.
This is a perfect starter. I like the neighborhood. I won't have to change schools, and it's Connie adjacent.
Bobby's a big boy, Peggy. Can't hang on forever.
Time to move on,
The courtesy of an invitation. That's all I ask.
Peggy, we couldn't even fit in the door.
Tony's Pizza will do nicely until Dad installs my kitchen grill.
I stole a bottle of Chianti from my dad. I poured out the wine so we can put a candle in it.